Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween!
Boom, chicka boom,
Woo!
chicka boom. I'm getting ready for my costume. I'm going to go put it on, and then I'll come by and surprise you guys. Hey, thanks for joining us. It's Tony and Maria.
Yeah.
And you are watching the behind-the-scenes look at what we do here in the newsroom. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to our channel. We're going to talk movies with
Fox 11 here in Los Angeles. Where's Matt? I thought he was coming.
He went to...
Oh, nature calls.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
All right. Cool. So, Stacy, how have you been?
I have been lovely.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's going on with you and the kids?
Enjoying the holiday. Kids are great. Effie is in the kitchen right now, coloring all over my whiteboard. Donovan's in.
Now, do you get a lot of trick-or-treaters?
Oh my God, we get so many trick-or-treaters. The neighborhood that I live in it's like cop central for this town. Like a lot of cops and firefighters and all of those types of workers live in our neighborhood, and they're all like big family people. So all the houses on our street are decorated. Last year I went through like 6 jumbo bags of candy.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Lots of kids in this neighborhood.
That is a lot. Hector, do you guys get a lot of trick-or-treaters or no?
We normally don't get that much trick-or-treaters anymore in my neighborhood. Don't understand why. So probably today I'm going to probably buy like 1.5 bag of candy.
Because you're in Riverside, right? Is where?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Carlos? Do you guys get a lot of trick-or-treaters in Anaheim?
Yeah, we do, but where I'm living in, not so much.
Really? Yeah. Are you in an apartment complex, Carlos, or a house?
Apartment complex.
So that makes it a little bit, I would think, more difficult. Hey, Matt. How are you?
Good, man. How are you?
Doing well. Here, just take this seat. Matt Atchity is here. And,
Oh, I like that tie.
thank you.
Scary tie.
Good morning, Matt.
Good morning. Yes.
Matt, where's your Halloween attire?
This is it.
What?
Yes, someone professional.
Well, the only thing I noticed differently for Matt, he got a good haircut.
Thank you. Yes, I'm dressed as an expert.
So, what movies are we talking about? I know Nightcrawler, right?
Oh, Nightcrawler's
Is
so
it
good.
good?
Dude, I'm dying for you to see that. I'm dying for the
Really?
people here in the newsroom to see that movie because it's
I don't
so...
think this, because like when I was watching, I was thinking this isn't very. I mean, I know because we use those guys. We use freelancers all. I mean,
I'll be really curious to see what you think of it.
we use guys. If you guys don't know anything about,
Yeah, go.
when everyone else is asleep, there are these guys that are out there shooting overnight video of things that happen while everyone else is asleep when we're even asleep.
Right, and those things are like car accidents.
Car accidents,
and
murders,
yeah.
all kinds of things, and they I mean that's the whole idea behind Nightcrawler. I mean, this is a guy who goes out and shoots all the stuff that happens
And
overnight.
he'll do anything to get the best shot possible.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. See, that's the thing I'm concerned about is the impression that it makes.
So imagine a sociopath, somebody who doesn't care about, somebody who is completely amoral, and we all know people like that.
Yeah,
Imagine somebody like that with that job.
I can only imagine what they might do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it probably doesn't paint a very good picture of the news director either, the person who heads
The Rene Russo character. You know,
Yeah.
imagine it's somewhere between like Taxi Driver and Network. I thought it was great, and it's also got this like very subtle social commentary to it about like the modern workplace and and the economics and what that'll drive. It's Gyllenhaal's best work. It's the best thing. It's the best performance I've ever seen from Jake Gyllenhaal.
Really?
Yeah, and Rene Russo is really good in this too. Yeah, I'm dying for you to see this.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I really want to get your take on it. I think it's great. And everybody else should see it. Nightcrawler is awesome. It's a really good movie. 96% on the tomato meter.
96%.
Yeah, and not like 96% of people going, yeah, it's pretty good. It's people love this movie. Yeah, a lot of there's a lot of critics with news backgrounds that really like it. Like
that's interesting.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, it's
well,
a good
I'll
one.
let you talk to them about other stuff that's coming out. I'm going to grab my food right now.
All right. How's everybody going? How's everybody doing?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Yep.
Good. Yeah, that's. Let's see. What else is good? So Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler is absolutely worth seeing. It's disturbing and scary. Not like a slasher or horror movie. It's kind of an existential thriller. It's very scary from the point of view that like we know people who could act this way. So that's absolutely worth seeing. What else is good? There's a couple other movies in theaters or on demand that the critics are not wild about, but are good Halloween movies, and that I liked. The other big wide release is the Nicole Kidman movie Before I Go to Sleep. It's based on a novel. It's about a woman who wakes up every day having lost all her memories for the last 14 years, and she'll go through the day, and when she goes to sleep and wakes up the next morning, and doesn't remember anything again. So the premise is similar to 50 First Dates, if you guys remember that movie.
50 First Dates.
Yeah, isn't that with Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore?
Yeah. This is the scary version of that, and it's good. I liked it. The critics are not wild about it. It's only like 39% on the Tomato Meter.
Yeah.
But I think it's solid. Really good performance from Nicole Kidman. She plays this woman who's struggling with trying to figure out who she was, and every morning her husband, walks her through, like, here's who you are, we've been married, you don't remember because you don't remember anything past your 20s, but we've been married for 14 years, and then this, he leaves for work, and a doctor calls and says, I'm trying to help you remember things, and she starts getting clues. She's not sure she can trust the doctor, don't know if she can trust her husband. It becomes this thriller. It's a nice short movie. I appreciate a good short movie. It's only about 90 minutes. So it doesn't. I don't think it wears out its welcome, but I think it's good. And again, a really good performance from Nicole Kidman. Colin Firth is in this. Mark Strong is in this, who I really like. So that's a good one. The other one that's really interesting is Horns, which is the new Daniel Radcliffe movie. That's opening in limited release, but it's also available nationwide on demand. Daniel Radcliffe plays a guy in a small town suburb of Seattle,
Right.
who he's accused of the murder of his longtime girlfriend, and everybody's convinced he's done it. And the trial is still pending. And after a night of drinking and just kind of despair, he wakes up hungover, and he starts growing horns through his forehead, and the people around him can see them, and they start confessing their darkest sins, and they start acting on their deepest desires around him. And he starts using that power to try and figure out who actually may have killed his girlfriend. The critics are split on this one. It shifts in tone from something that's kind of a whodunit and a satire to something more like a horror movie, and that tonal shift doesn't sit right with a lot of critics. But this is another one that I think that there's a really strong performance here from Daniel Radcliffe. You'll kind of totally forget Harry Potter here. He's playing a character. First of all, he rocks a near-perfect American accent. But he's really good at this. He plays this angry, bitter young man really well. And I like this one a lot. I think it's worth seeing. It's creepy and weird and different, and I liked it. So I think that that's a good one to watch as well. And then Saw is back in theaters. The 10th anniversary re-release. I've never seen Saw.
I thought the first one was great.
That's the one that's back in theaters. I've never seen it. I'm not.
Was it pretty low budget?
It was pretty low budget. Yeah, it's Cary Elwes and Danny Glover.
And that's part of what made it really good.
Yeah, the critics are split on that one, but it's still like the best reviewed of that series. If you've never seen it, this might be the time to go see it on the big screen. Again, it's not I like my horror movies to be a little bit more psychological.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, actually, what I had never watched until this couple weeks ago was Halloween. I'd never gotten around to seeing the original Halloween.
Great.
So on Rotten Tomatoes, we cut an audio commentary for that you can watch us talking about the movie and watch it along. It's like your own DVD commentary. There's a new DVD box set of the entire Halloween series.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that movie, there's some stuff in there that's dated, but there's some stuff in there that really holds up. There's a scene. Yeah, there's some scenes in there. There's some shots in there that are just terrifying. So that one's worth seeing. That's a good one.
One question is actually from Stacy. She wants to know if Big Hero 6 has it come out yet.
Big Hero 6 will be out next week.
Yeah.
That's a great movie. I really liked it.
Right, there you go, Stacy.
Yeah.
Great.
Big Hero 6. I've also seen Interstellar.
What does it mean?
I was disappointed. I was hoping.
Not as good as Gravity, huh?
No, I thought Gravity was much better. Interstellar does some stuff that it tells one story really well, and it's very emotional. And then the more you think about the other stuff going on in the movie, the more you have these like, hey, wait a minute moments. It's a movie that does not reward a lot of deep thinking, and it's a little frustrating that way because I expected a much smarter film out of Christopher Nolan, and this one gets pretty dumb, and it bothered me.
Have you seen Dear White People yet?
I have not. I'm gonna go try and see it this
wonderful
weekend.
things about
I hear great stuff. Yeah.
I hear it's brilliantly written.
Yeah, I have to see that, and I have to see Whiplash still, which I hear Whiplash is really good. I hear that everybody's predicting J.K. Simmons will get some love at Oscar time, that he'll probably get a nomination and a good shot at getting a Best Supporting Actor nomination.
Do you think Gyllenhaal will be nominated for this?
God, I hope so. He's amazing in this. Yeah, I'm not sure who I would give it to otherwise right now. He's
interesting. Well, Michael Keaton.
Yeah, I think at this point, there's a lot of other movies still to come out. A lot of people are talking about Eddie Redmayne for Theory of Everything as Stephen Hawking.
Yeah.
Some people are talking about Benedict Cumberbatch as Alan Turing in The Imitation Game. So it's still early. Have you seen Birdman yet?
I loved it.
I liked Birdman a lot. I think it ended in the wrong place.
It's kind of an interesting ending.
Yeah, I think it needed to end about 5 or 6 minutes earlier than it did.
Yeah.
But what are you going to do?
But I thought his performance was awesome. I thought Ed Norton did a great job, too.
Norton's great.
I thought they all did. Emma Stone, I thought they all did.
Oh, yeah. They're all really good at it.
Yeah.
They're all really good.
And I liked the way it was shot, which was very different.
Yeah.
At first it was jarring.
Right. The long
Yeah,
takes.
it was really jarring at first. I thought, this is weird. But then pretty soon I was drawn into it, I think, more.
Yeah, it's an interesting movie. Yeah, that's a good one. I think that's going to get some notice at Oscar time. I don't know where Best Picture is going to be. I still think Boyhood's probably going to be the front runner, just because of the achievement of it, that they shot that for 12 years. But still, it's early to call yet. There's a lot of good movies coming out.
Especially since not a lot of people saw it.
Yeah, well, they'll probably do a big re-release. They'll do a big push. Yeah. For those just joining, I'm talking to Tony off screen.
I'm eating, and I don't want to be rude.
I'm talking to the ghost of Tony McEwing.
The ghost of
Tony's
Tony.
costume right now is a ninja. You can't see him, but it's a perfect costume.
It's called Tony.
Well, especially since I'm half naked.
Tony.
Yes.
You're letting our imagination run wild now.
Oh, Tony's ready for that. Kempton, how's it going?
Good, yeah. Yeah. Good morning. Working on my documentary lately, and a lot of stuff. The umbrella revolution in Hong Kong.
Cool.
So a lot of stuff still flying along and whatnot. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Trying to work on it. So sorry, I heard the last bit of you saying the 12 years in the making film. You think that it's good in Oscar contention?
Yeah, Boyhood's definitely going to be in Oscar contention. It got released early. I think that it depends on their strategy, but I think that that's the movie that's got the goods. That if the studio gets the right strategy behind the lobbying for Oscar consideration, then it's got a really good shot. But part of it is you have to chalk it up to the campaign that the studio does. They gotta put out ads, and they gotta do appearances for the cast and the filmmakers. And, it's not all that voting doesn't just happen because the movies were out. Like, there's a lot of campaigning
We have
and
to
stuff.
remind people, right? You have to remind the Academy.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. Well, and the business model for, it's not so much anymore, but for a long time, Variety and the Hollywood Reporter basically stated business because of the ads, the for your consideration ads, the ads that would run in the trains that reminded voters to vote for their movies. There was a tidy little business in that. So, yeah. There's a show that's out, if you're really looking for stuff to watch on Halloween or to get in the mood, Showtime is re-showing Penny Dreadful. That's a good show. That's a really good one. Very disturbing, but very good. Yeah, so have you seen that?
Mm-hmm.
It's gory.
Kind of creepy.
Yeah, it's very creepy. Did you watch The Nick
I didn't see the Nick.
on Cinemax?
No.
Oh.
Really?
Anyone else watch The Nick? I loved that show.
Yeah, I don't have cable.
Yeah, I don't have it too. I used to, but it was expensive.
You gotta steal somebody's Cinemax Go.
But it doesn't appear on Hulu Plus the day after, right, Matt?
No, because it's on Cinemax.
Yeah, I don't think Cinemax has a deal with Hulu. Yeah.
They'll put it out on DVD probably in a few months as they've wrapped it up. Yeah.
For me, I just watch episodes of Supernatural on CW.
How is that show? I hear good things about that one.
Yeah, and when I went to RottenTomatoes.com, some seasons do not have any tomato meters. For example, Supernatural season 10, which in the current season, says here that 93% liked it, and before I go to Rotten Tomatoes website, and after I watched the first episode of Supernatural, it's going pretty good. It's improving since its first season.
I've heard good things about that show. I've always wanted to check it out.
You can always watch it in CWTV.com. They'll be broadcasting. They'll be recording episodes with commercial ads. So you can watch it today or tomorrow.
So you mentioned, Carlos, that the 10th season is currently happening right now, right?
Yeah, it's currently. Yeah, it only. CW only broadcast a TV show every Tuesdays.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but if they're currently on the 10th season, that means 9 of the seasons are already on Netflix, and the 10th season, if you ever miss an episode, I understand you still can watch it on Hulu Plus.
Is Mark Shepard on that show?
Yes, Mark Shepard. Yeah,
I like him. I
he
think
was
he's
doing
fine.
it in Doctor Who.
Yeah, he was on Doctor Who. He's done a bunch of stuff. He was on Battlestar Galactica back in the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did see one clip of it. Just one.
Yeah, he's really good. His father was an interesting actor who also showed up in Doctor Who. His father was in the original Max Headroom TV show and movie. His father's an interesting character actor from England who's done a bunch of sci-fi. He's the warden of the kind of gulag in Star Trek VI, the Undiscovered Country. Yeah, he's an interesting actor. He's done a bunch of stuff. Yeah, I've always wanted to check out Supernatural. I've never found the time, but at some point I might try. We put up a piece this week, speaking of older shows, talking about Firefly. Did you ever watch Firefly, Tony?
No.
The Joss Whedon show? Any brown coats on here? If you've never watched Firefly, it's definitely worth seeing. It's a sci-fi show that only lasted one season on Fox.
I knew about it, but I never saw it.
It's really, really good. It's and then there's a movie that kind of ties up some of the storylines. But the Joss Whedon sci-fi show, it's kind of a sci-fi western, which I know can be a really weird and sometimes really bad combination. But this is really good.
And interesting. thing too, and you kind of want to know more about what they are, what they do, who they are. Yeah, I love the show. I mean, and it seems to still work years later. I only discovered it like last year or the year before, so and I quite enjoy it.
Oh, so you watched it, Captain?
Yeah. I think I may have watched a movie first, and then I watched a series. But in either case, I didn't discover it until like last year or the year before.
Yeah.
So I didn't watch it when it first came out. I had no idea it's such a huge following and whatnot. I think I just randomly picked it up from the library, and on that note, probably the TV series. And I thought, wow, this is cool.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah. Definitely worth watching. By the way, I liked your recommendation last week, John Wick. It's definitely a B movie type action all the way through. Don't need to think much about the plot. I mean, they set it up okay. I mean, there's not much meat on it, but then the action.
Yeah.
A lot of that.
No, you're right though. It's definitely a B movie. It's about as good as you're going to get with a B movie though. It's really good. Yeah, I liked that one a lot. That was a fun one. Did you see John Wick yet, Tony?
I thought that. Let me tell you what I really enjoyed about that. It's violent. It was really violent. Oh my goodness, it was crazy violent.
Yeah.
But it took me about the first third of the movie before I realized, oh, they're not taking this very seriously.
No.
And then I really started to love it and enjoy it.
Well, as soon as Alfie Allen, as soon as Leguizamo shows up and says, "Whose car is this?" and you realize like everybody in that world knows him.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, John Wick. Oh no. Yeah, that one was. I like that movie.
That's what made it fun. Is that it didn't take itself seriously.
Yeah. Yeah, and a couple of stuntmen directed that movie.
Really?
Yeah, the two guys that directed that had been stuntmen on a bunch of things.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Oh, really? I didn't realize
first,
that. Yeah,
first directorial effort.
It's fun, and I like Keanu Reeves. I think he's limited, but what he does,
when he's in the right role.
When he's in the right role, he does it well.
And the other thing is, it's hard to fault his ambition because God love him, that guy will try anything.
Yeah,
and it doesn't always work.
The guy. I
doesn't always work. But when
because he's fearless.
He's fearless. He'll try anything, and he'll keep coming back for more. And he may have some failures here and there. Doesn't stop him from trying new things.
Yeah.
And that's cool. That's admirable.
That's very cool. Yeah.
And again, when he's in the right role, he's really good. I'm seeing him as kind of like the embittered tough guy is not something I would have expected out of him.
Right.
He does a good job.
He does a really good job in this movie. It's really kind of interesting to see because I haven't seen Keanu Reeves in anything in a long time. Maybe just because I hadn't seen anything. But I mean, and I'm sure you can identify with this. I mean, we remember Keanu Reeves bursting on the scene as a kid, basically.
Right.
And now to watch the movie and see how much he's matured. I mean, he's not a kid anymore.
Yeah.
And he doesn't look like a kid.
Right.
And I don't know if that helps us take him more seriously or.
I don't know. I still keep hearing rumors about a third Bill and Ted's movie.
Really?
Third what?
Another Bill and Ted's movie.
You got Dumb and Dumber 2 coming out, and these guys have to be.
I know. You know what's hilarious about Dumb and Dumber 2 coming out is the Newsroom comes back on TV.
Yeah.
And so Jeff Daniels is going to be in the Newsroom on TV and Dumb and Dumber 2 in theaters at the same time. Like,
yeah. Yeah.
But he put it off. That's the thing, right? I think he can put it off. Range, right?
Why don't you just go back and do whatever it is? Oh, that's right.
Boy.
But I have to say, your costume is spectacular.
Okay, Tony, come on. You finished eating now, right?
You want to see the big reveal?
Are we waiting for 10 or something to do the costume reveal or what?
There's Tony's hand.
that was already on.
Anthony.
Hi.
Morning.
Long time no see.
You're rocking the vest today.
Thank you. I'm trying.
Hair's coming out real nice.
Everything in to kind of hide since I've been splurging lately.
Your hair grow longer hair?
Yes,
Yeah,
there's
I've been growing my hair out.
Yeah, I think I
Wow.
noticed that. Yeah, the musician look.
And do a little acting in the park next summer. See you guys.
See you, Anthony.
See you, Tony.
Hey guys, no costume.
No, just
You
Oh,
do have a Halloween tie though.
Halloween time. All right, all right.
No need a costume. You look too sharp.
Well, you know, I didn't want to overdo it. So
And the pocket handkerchief.
the orange, yeah. So that's kind of appropriate. So anything else? Is that have we covered all the
I think
bases?
that's it.
Yeah.
I got nothing. I got nothing else. Any big plans for Halloween?
No. And I don't
Stay
get
home and-
I don't get trick or treaters where I live. Because I live up in the hills and nobody wants to. They don't want to come up here. They don't want to.
Oh, don't get me started on that, Tony. I think, at least in Calgary, the malls and even the library are stealing all the kids. The kids are going to the mall, shopping mall, to trick or treat. They don't
All
do
the candy for yourself?
What's that?
So
I see
Canada,
what
you get to
candy.
keep all the candy for yourself?
1 year, we buy a big bag of candies. Not a single kid showed up. So this year, I thought, okay, if kids show up, we'll just give them whatever food, like interesting food we have in
And they're likely to get a lot more candy at the mall.
I'm gonna look at Maria's.
Oh my goodness,
Carmen
Maria.
That's awesome.
She's the Chiquita from the banana.
Carmen Maria.
Chiquita.
Wow.
Who is the banana?
That's wow.
Oh.
That's
So it's
awesome.
good.
That's hilarious.
Oh, is there a link to watch it live? Can someone throw me the link to it?
What? Yeah, was
Yeah, go to myfoxla.com, Kempton, and then click Fox 11 live stream.
Fox 11 live stream. Let's check that out. Are they still on up there? Fox 11 live stream. Watch live.
Yeah, watch live.
Okay.
see if it's there.
Here, wait, let me see if I can get the camera on the TV.
30-second ad.
But she's gonna come by. I don't know when.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, the banana. Oh,
I see it.
I see it. I see it.
No.
Oh. Wow, quite fancy. Oh, man.
Oh man. Wow, that's.
Wow, the leg.
I gotta love the headset.
right? I bet that's a heavy hat.
Yeah.
It looks like.
Heavy headset. Heavy headset.
if those bananas on your hat is, we'll have Trevor give you one, Matt.
Hey, those
That-
are real, yeah.
Troy.
I'm
upset.
exactly. It's like I'm a rock star in a hotel room.
Oh, that's funny.
It's fun.
All right, so who's got big plans for Halloween? Anyone? Oh,
Yeah, I'll just watch
Who said
Yeah. No.
Supernatural, in which I missed.
wait, what was that, Carlos? Did you say you were watching The Natural?
No, I'm going to be watching Supernatural
Oh,
episode
Supernatural.
2, which I missed. So
Got
I'm
just
just watching for Halloween.
I gotta find
So
something.
if you have time, you can watch
We talked about on TV
past
tonight.
seasons of Supernatural on Netflix, if you have time.
Got it. Horns is on video on demand, so you could. That's the new Daniel Radcliffe movie, where he
Really?
grows devil horns. Yeah, I mean, it's.
Oh.
Good.
I liked it. It's all over the place. Like it does some shifts in tone that can be jarring, and the movie meanders a little bit, especially kind of in the third act, where it goes into places that it's like, what are you guys doing? And it kind of gets a little unfocused.
Yeah.
But the performance, especially from Radcliffe, is so good. And the movie, I think that for somebody like you who likes scary movies,
I love.
this is a different take on that kind of thing. Like it starts to pivot into some horrific elements, and it does something different in the genre that I think a lot of people have seen in a while. So
Oh, okay.
I'll be curious to see what you think of it. But that's on demand, so you can watch that without having to leave the house.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good one.
That's
Any
good.
good movies in recently added to Netflix that you noticed?
That's a good question. there's a section on Rotten Tomatoes that you can look at that will show you.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
What's on. I don't know how recent it is, but we have a thing. We have a column that we do called Now Streaming that is the most recent releases
On Netflix?
on Netflix and iTunes and the various streaming services.
Top Netflix streaming?
Yeah, actually, if you go on Rotten Tomatoes, you go to the news tab, and then pull down that column and click on the Now Streaming link off the left side. Or, I'm sorry, on the right side. 22 Jump Street is on demand now.
It's also on another app because I'm also a member of this other one, Matt. It's called Voodoo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Including Let's Be Cops, Hercules coming out real soon.
With Hercules.
No, beginning.
The one with Dwayne Johnson.
Oh, okay.
That's
yeah,
good.
That might be worth seeing. I tried watching the Kellen Lutz one.
Mm-hmm. It says right now, currently not available on disc.
All right. Here's what's on. Here's some recent ones on Netflix. Hunger Games: Catching Fire.
Yep.
Django Unchained. Yeah. What else?
So the Edge of Tomorrow is on streaming too. It takes a while to get to Canada.
Here she comes, guys.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I don't.
Oh, wait, let me do it. Hold on.
You have to walk from an angle, right?
Oh my God.
Wait, I could get some music. Hang on.
No, I got it. Hold on.
Okay. Here, let me hold it up to the mic.
Nice outfit, Maria.
Nice. Oh, very nice.
Oh my gosh.
That's amazing.
Do you like it? It's
You look really
Do
good.
you know who it is?
Carmen Renner.
Of course we
It's
know.
Chiquita from the Banana. It's
Anyway, it's heavy.
Is it? It looks
Yeah.
heavy.
The hat
The
looks
hat
like
is
it's really
heavy.
heavy.
Just so I
And
pin it on.
no, it's just sitting on my head, so I have to balance it.
Oh. Can you turn around? I want to see the back of the dress. Ah, okay. All right.
No, they're not showing it. There's a lot of boobage though. Hello.
The front is more interesting, but yeah, the back is nice. Yes.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Happy Halloween. Did you guys talk movies already?
We did.
We sure did.
Okay. I do have to go back on the set here in a little bit. I just thought I'd say hello and happy Halloween and show you my costume. I'm out of breath. It's heavy.
All that dance, so you were giving out the weather.
You know, I don't know how they walk around with this costume. Like, could you imagine if you had this on all day or all night?
I don't think anyone has that on.
Yeah, they do.
That would be exhausting.
The hardcore. Okay, let's see where I am in the rundown. So there's that. There's B.
Can you smile for the
Okay,
Matt and Maria?
I'm gonna go in there. I will smile in just a second.
Too serious? All right. Yeah.
Yay!
Hey, this one is good.
Oh,
All right.
bravo.
Thanks.
I can see that you're worried about balance.
I am. Can you see that?
Your posture is very good today.
It's like,
Yeah, excellent.
now I know how they feel, you know, in those classes where they make you imagine that there's a stick in your head, like connected all the way down. Yeah,
I never had to take those classes.
they did. They had those, like proper. You know what classes I'm talking about, Tony?
Etiquette, like
Classes
what?
where they tell you how to sit, how to walk. They're like
Etiquette?
those finishing
Yeah,
school
they're
classes.
finishing.
They're
Yeah.
they're like Barbizon. Do you remember back in the day?
Yeah. Modeling.
Modeling. But yeah, they
Yeah,
called
what you're
it
talking
something else.
about.
I didn't go to finishing school. I'm not
Culture,
finished.
like culture school.
Yeah. How to sit down
Obviously, I didn't go to one of
properly.
those.
I didn't either, but I'd heard of them. Anyway, I'm tired now.
That's a heavy hat.
It's heavy. It's heavy. I would make you try it on, but
Heavy lies the head on which
Will you be wearing that for the 10 a.m. morning news, Maria, as well?
It'll be hard for you to put it back on, correct?
It might be.
Exactly.
It might be harder for me to put it back on. Is someone calling? Is someone calling me? Anyway.
Oh, that's the person.
I know. Anyway, you guys, I just wanted to say hi, and I think that's all we have today because we're doing a whole Halloween thing. We don't really have any other celebrity guests. Who is that?
I don't know. That looks like
I think that's Lauren.
Shaka. Shaka's here. I don't know. Anyway, I think that's it for our hangout today. Yeah, you guys talked about the movies? Okay.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Bye, guys. Have a great holiday. We'll talk to you later.
All right, have a good one.
Have a good one. Bye-bye. Come on. This one, let's get. All right, see you guys. Happy Halloween.
Hey, Captain, this was my cost. This was going to be my costume if I found him.
What costume?
That bell.
Oh, the bell?
But you don't even know who this guy is. John might know.
No.
The music's about to play.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Hunchback?
No. Do you know who the Undertaker is, Kempton?
Yeah.
Oh, is that like a action guy? Not really, yeah.
Just
Deanna would know, but yeah.
And type in Undertaker.
Yeah.
Undertaker. Okay, we'll do. All right. Well, you guys have a good Halloween, eh? All right.
Okay.
See you guys later.
Yeah, I downloaded a song, John.
Huh? Yeah.
Oh, look at Julie. Thing 1 and Thing 2. Who is she? I've never seen.
She's from.
There she goes. Oompa Loompa.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we've already seen Maria's costume, Julie's costume.
Now we need to see Roxy and Lisa next.
Yep.
And Tony said he was going to be Anchorman. He's probably going to be wearing the wig that Will Ferrell had.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was going to be my actual costume if I found the coat. But my friend told me, in order for you to be the Undertaker, you should let the black beard on your chin grow out, and you need to shave your whole head and leave a mohawk out of it.
Yeah.
Now, because that's how the Undertaker's haircut is now, a mohawk.
Yeah.
Well, I got to get ready for work. I'll see you next Friday, John.
All right.
That is, of course, Maria does a November hangout.
Yeah.
All right. See you then.
All right.